Hey, what is going on, guys? Canmanu here, and today I bring you a new series. Yes, finally, the series that I've been promising, the Search For Seismic series. So this will be the first episode of this series, in which I will try to go from my current bank to a Seismic Wand. Now, I've decided not to include the Seismic, or I mean Singularity even, right now, due to the fact that it would take quite a long time to get that extra 1 bill or so. But I may choose to include it as the series progresses, so that's not a definite no. Now, there aren't really many rules to this series. The only basic rules are basically not to take donations, no staking, and just play the game as I would, I guess. So I will be showing you guys how, say, if I wanted to power make money to get to the Seismic Wand, how I would do it, because that is what I'll be doing. It'll be a bit different from my road to 100 mil, in which I try to test out a variety of different money makers from scratch. This will be from what I currently have in my bank to the Seismic Wand. Now, this is quite a while off. I believe at this point the Seismic Wand is around 3 bill or so. So I've still got a long way to go. So let's have a look at my bank quickly. And just a brief warning before you guys have a look. Well, that's probably a bit late for the warning, but just a brief warning. My bank is pretty messy, as I always use this search button, so yeah, don't expect anything amazing. So here first of all, I just have a load of junk items that have just built their way up the bank, and these are items that I hardly ever use, if ever, and they're just junk. I really need to get around to clearing my bank sometime, but I never really get around to it due to other priorities. So yeah, it's just a load of junk that I occasionally use, such as these games necklaces for warbands. Oh, Jack of Trades, I haven't used that in a while. I really need to start using that for my XP. Anyway, off that topic, a load of junk. Charms tab with Sign of Respite. These are really useful if you die. You can wear them and after you've died, and they'll extend the timer of your grave. I certainly didn't know that before a week ago or so, and I decided to stock up on these even because they really help when soloing a boss. Now, this is my Yak Twee stick. I really need to go get that enhanced sometime, but right now I really haven't got around to it. Used to be my my rune crafting tab. Now there's rune span, so I guess I need to get rid of that. Here was my previous herb lore tab. Now I've mixed it in with farming and hunter for my daily festive aura run, as well as Grenwalls. And here you have my Slayer loot tab. Now for this I am hoping to sometime bring out a video. Well, it'll be a long time. Right now I'm at 85 Slayer, and I'm making a loots tab from 85 to 99. This will take a while, but hopefully I'm planning to make it accurate, and hopefully this shouldn't overlap with this road to Seismic shouldn't overlap with this tab too much, as I'll be soloing most things. Here is just a random quest tab, another random tab with non-tradables. I don't know what this tab is, to be honest. It's just happened to be here, and this is my main PVM / next tab. Now you can see here I've got my next items, some food. I really need to stock up on food. I might need to splurge some cash onto that. A load of ovals. I used to have 2.1k. I got this from 99 herb lore, and I've still only used about, well, more than half actually. I've been going through these at a worrying rate actually. Oh well. But yeah, I've got a ton more ovals to go, and thankfully I won't need to spend any money on ovals for a while due to me being efficient. Well, Zen telling me to be efficient for 99 herb lore. So I've just got a load of PVM related items. I need to decant my flasks. Here you can see my gear, which I actually next in. Not all of this is mine, by the way. Some is joint with Zen for the next series. So Zen also has the Arims, in case anyone was wondering where that went if you were watching our next series. Zen has the Arims, not Arims, what am I talking about, the Virtus. And I have just the Virtus book and the Virtus wand. He also has my arcane, I believe. So I'm not really that rich after I've splurged a lot of cash on 99 fletching by broad arrows, if you noticed earlier here. Bit of a dumb move, to be honest, but hey, I enjoyed it at the time. So that's all there really is to my bank. I'll be maging mostly, to be quite honest, until I gain more money, which I'll be spending on dry gauze. Most likely will be my next item. just one thing to say, I won't be building up a cash stack until I reach 3 bill. That's not what's going to happen, other than the fact that it's physically impossible to get 3 bill in cash. I will be building up my gear melee wise and range wise, and in the end I'll sell a load in order to get that beautiful Seismic Wand. So that's all there really is to the bank, and let's move on to the actual money making, I guess. For now I think I'll go camp Sara because I feel like doing some Sara. So see you at Sara. Okay guys, so welcome to the overview in which I will be telling you guys about my visit to Sara GWD. So I paid Ziliana a visit of, well, 3 visits of around 30 kills plus each. So I know that I got around 100 kills roughly. I didn't really count it exactly, but that is the amount of kills I managed to get. So I also managed to get quite a few drops, well, kind of rare or uncommon drops, and 3 of them happen to be the War Priest, the Saradomin's War Priest armor, so that kind of sucks. But I believe the drop rate of that varies between maybe uncommon to rare according to the amount of times I managed to get them. And RuneWiki only says that the drop rate varies and it's in purple, so that doesn't really help. But hey, moving on from that, you can see that right now that while killing Sara in the video, I am in Tectonic. However, after this trip, this was my initial trip, after this trip I swiftly changed to Sea Singers? Yep, that's it, Sea Singers, because I was noticing that Sara was wrecking me, well, not necessarily wrecking me, but hitting me quite a lot with her special attack. Excuse me if I refer to Ziliana as Sara, I always do it, but hey, let's move on. Ziliana was wrecking me with her special attack, as she would always spam melee attacks, and that really degrades Tectonic quite quickly. So I switched to Sea Singers, and I also got lent a Seismic Singularity by Zen, so that also helped speed up the kills. So the 3 items, well, the 3 rare drops, shall I say, that I got from Sara were 2 hisses and a murmur. So those aren't really the best drops, however, they're quite decent. I could have gotten better, say Armadill's crossbow and Saradomin hilt, but hey, we all know how RuneShot got on with their Saradomin's hilt, so I wasn't really expecting one of those. And yeah, I saved up the loot in the bank and it will be sold at the end of the episode. So after the Saradomin's trip, I went to Nex off Doth Thou Even Nex Bro seriesing with Zen and Fury Cactus, also known as Helt, a friend of ours. So we also managed to get a Trio V book back when it was 76 mil-ish. Well, I believe 73 mil, so it was around a 21 mil split, and you can see the reaction right here. Run, Can, run! Wow, nice! Vetus book.
Oh no, we need... Oh no.
In addition to that, I also managed to get around a 21 mil split from the Doth Thou Even Nex Bro end of the episode loot selling. So you can see that right here.
Anyway, let me sell all this stuff and I'll be right back. And finally, we split it with the noob.
Hey, I'm a noob.
Well done. Santa gives you a Christmas present. Belated.
You're not Santa. You don't have the hat. You're poor. You can't have presents.
I wouldn't be able to afford it unless I bought that V book again. There you go. 0.5 GP less than your loot.
You scammer, you.
That should boost your search for seismic.
Yep.
Cast that.
Thank you.
Anyway, guys, that's it for this section. On to the final few sections.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Canman and Zen here, and boy do we have some news for you. So it relates to both of our banks, and it's quite important, so we decided that we would include it in both the series which are affected. So that's the Search for Seismic series and the Doth Thou Even Nex Bro. So, while Zen is speaking to another randomer who just approached you, I will explain the thing that happened. So, me and Zen were going on one of our many next trips, and we happened to get crashed for a V-Book by a person who was somewhat trolling. They came in, they said, my attack level is 92, and
hey, we know the story.
Okay,
Let's move
yeah,
on.
we already know the story, but yeah, the full story is on the Dot Dive Next Bro in case you're watching this on the Search for Seismic. But basically, we got crashed for a V-Book, and we decided, okay, we need some more DPS. So between us, we decided that we would get a Seismic Singularity, which you can see I have equipped right here. And while we were searching for worlds, we couldn't find any on the English server, so we decided we'd hop to a foreign server instead. And this was quite late at night, bear in mind, so we didn't really expect anything to happen. Well, we didn't really know the circumstances. So as we were nexting, one trip, well, all the trips that we've done in this episode so far, we hadn't got a drop yet. So we decided, after me DPSing with the Seismic Singularity for a while, that we would switch it up with Zen, because he hadn't DPSed for a while and he'd gotten bored of tanking.
And Can is not getting a drop while DPSing, is he?
No.
Let's be honest, guys.
No, my luck while with PVM is terrible, so I was not getting a drop. I was thinking, hey, Zen might be better off with this Singularity DPSing. We might actually get a drop. And this was really late at night, so we were really sad that we weren't getting a drop. And we decided to switch up the gear. So there you go. I switch my gear to tanking gear, and I give Zen the Singularity. So we do that, and I have the Virtus Book as well as my Arcane, because in Blood Phase that's what we do. I switch to the Virtus Book, and suddenly after we finish a kill, and while we're waiting for next to spawn, every single world on RS crashes. Some of you might have been on the while the RS world crashes. It was quite recent. While the RS worlds crashed, even it was quite recent. It was about a week ago, I believe. And what happened was we couldn't log in after that because it was late at night, and the crash lasted for a while. Where at least we couldn't log in for a while. So we decided we'd leave it for there, because we wouldn't really be able to do anything even if we did die, as the worlds have been gone for a while now. So
it was morning, and yeah, I logged in the morning, hoping that I didn't die. I wasn't dead. Fortunately, I logged in. I was still at Nex, because this incident happened while we were waiting for Nex to spawn.
Yep.
So
the tank, he was a DPS.
Yeah,
so
and it was Nex almost spawned by the time we DC'd. So I was getting a bit worried, but thankfully when I logged in, personally, I don't know about Can. I didn't know about Can at that point. Personally, I logged in, nothing happened, so I just tallied away. I had everything in my Seismic Singularity. Yeah, everything else, all was good. So,
okay,
yeah.
so Zen had his everything. He had his Seismic Singularity, he had his gear, everything was good. Okay, so then I log in later on in the evening, and I find myself at the Lobby RFD Bank underground. I'm thinking, what the hell happened? Did I die? Why am I here rather than in the courtyard? Okay, this sounds weird. This looks weird. So I look in my inventory, and I find another Seismic Singularity with all my gear. So my Virtus Book had gone, and my arcane shield had gone. And in my event, I found my Tectonic, which I had already banked, and my Seismic Singularity, as well as my tanking gear on. However, my Virtus Book...
So it looks like they rolled him back a few hours before. So before he traded me the Singularity, so they rolled him back to the point when he was DPSing.
Yeah.
And so he still had the Singularity. But I was fearing there was something wrong, because if they rolled him back, then they would have rolled me back as well. But I only checked in the morning, not in the evening. So I log in the evening, and... yeah, guys, here we go. Here we go, guys.
Nothing had changed. So basically what happened is Jagex gave us an early Christmas present, I guess.
Gave him? Do you guys have any idea how rare this is?
So we were so giddy after this. We couldn't believe our luck. And there you go. Jagex happened to be kind and give us another Seismic Singularity. And
Give you a Singularity.
Give me a Singularity. So I think I'm fairly confident in saying that I am among the few people Well, possibly the only person who has ever gotten a Seismic Singularity drop from Nex. Oh yeah, I am claiming that title. And that's the epic story of RS careers, I guess, maybe. So
His RS career.
my
God
RS
damn it.
career.
Guys, you know what happened? Basically, before, well, I realized that he had the Singularity because I came to the GE without wearing mine, and then he had his. So I knew that I had a Singularity as well as he did. He didn't know that I'd been rolled back until I showed him the Singularity. So what I could have done is said, hey, they rolled me back as well. Give me back my Singularity. So I would have had 2 Singularity. God damn it, Ken. Why was I not a bad guy?
Oh yeah, that was the epictitious moment of my RS career. And yeah.
2 balls. 2 balls.
Clip. Okay guys, so welcome to the part of the episode in which I sell a ton of loots which I have got from the episode. Now, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, who knows, most of the loot which I've gotten has come in cash form due to the nature of it being a split. So the first big loot, as I showed you, was the Virtus book split, and also the major Nex loots from 100 kills split with Zen. Now I also still haven't sold my Sora loots, so I'm going to do that now, as well as the Singularity. Now some of you may be saying, why are you selling the Singularity? It's kind of linked in with the series. Why not just keep it? Now normally I would have sold it so I can get the gear that I was aiming for, that being Drygores. Personally, I find having actually a full melee setup, because I already have the Virtus Wand and Virtus Book from the next series which I can use for Mage. I believe that usually or normally I would have sold my Seismic Singularity so that I can invest it in my melee gear, which will help me out a ton, and that's what I decided to do, even though eventually I may be aiming for a Seismic Singularity and Wand, which have significantly crashed now as opposed to the start of the episode. Boy, have they crashed because of the next update. Now Seismics were pretty much one of the biggest weapon to use at Nex, but that has since been nerfed with Nex's Protect from Mage, Reflect Mage. So yeah, that and the Singularity has crashed a decent amount since I actually got the Singularity, at least. So that's a kind of a shame, but hey, I'm not really complaining since I still made a huge profit. Now, all of the items, as you can probably perhaps think, are in my inventory. So this 47mm includes the 8mm that I started with, as well as the Virtus Book and the 21mm split. Well, the 43mm split, which was 21 point something for me. And you may think, hey, that's a bit less than the total, but I spent a lot on supplies, as you have to while PVMing. You have to spend on prayer pots as well as rocktails for food and whatnot. So yeah, let's have a price check before I sell the items. So the Singularity shows that it's 643mm. However, now due to the massive crash because of Nex, as well as actually this post, which I'll put on screen now, by Mod Dean on 19th of December. I really haven't heard of this post until now. So before, I mean straight after I bought it for the first time, it started slowly crashing, and I was wondering why that was, but that was because of that post, I believe. So that's crashed a decent amount. I'm going to sell it now and still get myself some Drygores and Torva. Now I'm not going to buy all the pieces of Torva before I get to the price check, sorry, and I will explain that right now. And that is because for the next item series we already have the Torva boots and the Torva plate body. You haven't seen this in my bank before because this was in Zen's bank. Now he has some of the next items. We frequently share next items between the two of us. Now where's the Virtus Wand? Here it is. It's all over the bank, but we frequently share the next items between us in between episodes, whenever one of us needs it. So yeah. We haven't this isn't really everything. He's got a wand and the book, as well as a few pieces of Virtus, the full Virtus set. So yeah, I've already got the plate body and the boots, so I won't be buying everything from the Torva selection set. So yeah, let's add the total price check. Now I love this new button. It really helps a lot. You can see that I have the three War Priest pieces, and the Seismic Singularity I will be selling. Now I got 5.6 mil from Sara, not the best for 90 kills, but hey, at least I got something. So not really complaining, and I'll see you guys after I sell all of these things. Well, here we go guys, I've just sold all of the Sara loot, and 52 mil you can see here in my money pouch. 52.3 mil. Some of the loots like the Sara Hiss didn't sell for the mid price, so I had to considerably lower it, so unfortunately I lost a few 100k on that. But here is the time for the big cheese, I guess, and let's go. So collect coins, boom, 503 mil. Now this is all in one episode, an evidently extremely lucky episode, which I doubt anything of the like will happen again in my RS career, to be honest. But I guess I was just lucky. So I'm going to be spending this on Torva as well as Drygor, so now I have Mage as well as Melee, so that should be awesome for different types of money making. So Cow King camping can be done with either, but I feel more comfortable with Melee, to be completely honest. So I'm planning to do that, but one thing that I'm not sure about, which I want to ask you guys, is how do you want me to log the progress, because I'm going to be buying and selling a lot of items. So do you want me to just maybe log the profit per episode and then add it in total, add the total up together? The only problem that I see with that is that I'm going to be spending quite a decent amount on supplies, which means even when I reach the profit the profit per episode or whatever of a Seismic Wand, I won't necessarily have enough to get a Seismic Wand, which shouldn't really be a problem, but it's just kind of hard to log these kinds of things. So please do give the suggestions in the description if you have any. Not in the description, I'm kind of crazy right now. In the comments section down below. If you're new here, please do leave a like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.